Have you ever wondered if the future has already been written? What if there were individuals who could peer into the unknown and predict the events that would shape the world as we know it? Baba Vanga, the legendary blind mystic from the Balkans, has been dubbed the Nostradamus of the East, earning a reputation for her eerily accurate visions. As we approach 2025, her predictions for this year are both chilling and captivating, leaving many to wonder, could her foresights hold the key to a future unlike anything we've ever imagined? In this video, we'll take a closer look at Baba Vanga's astonishing forecasts for 2025. From world-changing catastrophes to revolutionary scientific breakthroughs, these predictions aren't just cryptic musings, they challenge our understanding of what might be possible, forcing us to confront unsettling realities. Stick with us as we delve into the world of Baba Vanga's prophecies, exploring what could be in store for humanity and how these events might forever alter the course of history. Whether you believe in the power of prophecy or not, the implications of these predictions are impossible to ignore. The sleep pandemic, a world that sleeps through chaos. Baba Vanga's prediction of a mysterious illness that induces deep, unshakable slumber is both chilling and thought-provoking. Picture a bustling metropolis, New York City, for instance, suddenly silenced as millions fall into inexplicable comas. Streets once alive with energy become eerily quiet. This vision isn't just a surreal nightmare but a reminder of the vulnerabilities in our modern world. The parallels to historical events are striking. During the encephalitis lethargica epidemic of the early 20th century, people experienced symptoms eerily similar to those described in Baba Vanga's prophecy. Victims often entered a trance-like state, unable to wake for days or weeks, and some never fully recovered. This outbreak remains one of the great medical mysteries of the past century, raising questions about the fragility of human health in the face of unknown pathogens. Could such a scenario reoccur in our lifetime? The global response to the COVID-19 pandemic highlighted both our strengths and weaknesses in managing health crises. Despite technological advancements, the world struggled to adapt, and the societal toll was enormous. The sleep pandemic prophecy forces us to confront the potential consequences of a new, even more enigmatic health threat. One interpretation ties this prediction to our increasingly technology-dependent lifestyles. Studies show that blue light from screens, irregular sleep schedules, and the always-on culture of modern work are disrupting our natural circadian rhythms. Tech leaders like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, known for their grueling work schedules, epitomize the relentless pursuit of productivity. Yet even they have spoken about the importance of rest and mental well-being in maintaining peak performance. If a sleep pandemic were to occur, would our current healthcare systems be prepared to handle the psychological and logistical fallout? Hospitals might be overwhelmed not just by patients but also by staff succumbing to the mysterious affliction. The economic impact would be catastrophic, as entire industries grind to a halt. This scenario underscores a crucial lesson: balance is essential. Just as machines need downtime to function optimally, so do humans. Overextending ourselves, whether individually or as a society, inevitably leads to breakdowns. Leaders like Michelle Obama have long championed the importance of self-care and mental health, emphasizing that rest is not a luxury but a necessity for sustainable success. Baba Vanga's prophecy serves as a wake-up call. It reminds us that ignoring the need for rest and balance can have dire consequences, both on a personal and global scale. Whether the sleep pandemic is literal or metaphorical, it challenges us to rethink our priorities and invest in resilience before it's too late. Baba Vanga's prediction of an assassination attempt on Vladimir Putin highlights the precariousness of leadership, and the inherent instability within political power structures. This prophecy, while speculative, echoes historical examples where betrayal or internal dissent led to significant consequences for nations and the world. Take Julius Caesar, for instance. His assassination in 44 BCE was not just a personal betrayal but a moment that shifted the entire trajectory of Roman governance. What began as a republic crumbled into autocracy, heralding the rise of the Roman Empire under Augustus. The lesson is clear: when trust within leadership circles erodes, the repercussions can extend far beyond the individuals involved. In modern terms, an attempt on a high-profile leader like Putin could trigger seismic shifts in global politics. As the leader of a nuclear-armed superpower, Putin holds significant sway over geopolitical stability. An assassination attempt or even a perceived threat could destabilize Russia's internal structure, potentially leading to power vacuums, factional infighting, or even civil unrest. The impact would not stop at Russia's borders but could extend to alliances like BRICS or conflicts involving NATO. Leadership fragility is a recurring theme throughout history. Consider John F. Kennedy's assassination in 1963, which shocked the United States and the world. The sudden loss of a charismatic leader plunged America into a period of uncertainty, influencing the trajectory of the Vietnam War and civil rights movements. Similarly, the 1981 assassination attempt on Pope John Paul II showcased how such events resonate globally, affecting faith communities and international diplomacy alike. If we contextualize Baba Vanga's prophecy as a metaphor, it could represent internal divisions within Russian leadership rather than a literal assassination. Political infighting and betrayals have historically undermined regimes from within. For instance, Mikhail Gorbachev faced immense opposition within his administration, which hastened the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Internal discord often leads to systemic collapse, proving that leadership is only as strong as the trust it commands. This prediction underscores the fragility of leadership built on coercion or fear. Figures like Nelson Mandela remind us that enduring leadership relies on trust, transparency, and unity. In contrast, when leadership is maintained through force or manipulation, cracks inevitably form. If the foundation of trust crumbles, even the mightiest regimes can fall. The assassination attempt on Putin, whether literal or symbolic, serves as a cautionary tale. It invites reflection on the nature of power, the fragility of trust, and the enduring consequences of leadership failure on a global scale. Baba Vanga's prediction of a mysterious Asian tsunami in 2025 serves as a stark reminder of nature's sheer force and humanity's vulnerability. Natural disasters have always been moments of reckoning, forcing us to confront our relationship with the environment and how our actions may contribute to such catastrophes. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, one of the most devastating in recent history, offers a sobering comparison. Over 230,000 lives were lost across 14 countries, and entire communities were swept away within minutes. This tragedy illustrated not only the immense power of natural forces but also the gaps in disaster preparedness and international coordination. It left us questioning whether the devastation could have been mitigated through better early warning systems or infrastructure. The mystery Baba Vanga refers to might not be rooted solely in natural phenomena but could also stem from human-induced factors like climate change. Rising global temperatures are contributing to sea level rise, more intense storms, and unpredictable weather patterns, all of which amplify the risk of catastrophic tsunamis. For instance, the melting polar ice caps and thermal expansion of seawater increase the likelihood of coastal flooding. Could humanity's negligence in addressing climate issues be the unseen hand behind future disasters? Additionally, unregulated technological advancements may play a role. Projects like deep-sea mining or underwater drilling have the potential to disrupt tectonic stability, potentially triggering earthquakes or underwater landslides that could lead to tsunamis. While such technologies promise economic benefits, they also raise ethical questions about their environmental impact and long-term safety. Resilience in the face of such calamities is a powerful theme, often embodied by individuals who rise from the ashes of tragedy. Consider the story of Malala Yousafzai, who turned her personal trauma into a global movement for education and empowerment. Similarly, imagine a young girl from a tsunami-stricken village, surviving against all odds and channeling her experience into becoming a scientist or environmental advocate. Her determination could ignite awareness and action to protect vulnerable regions from future disasters. This prediction urges us to take a proactive stance, investing in sustainable practices, improving early warning systems, and fostering international cooperation. Leaders like Greta Thunberg have demonstrated how individual voices can spark global conversations about climate action. If we heed such warnings, we can mitigate the impacts of natural disasters and ensure that resilience becomes a shared legacy for future generations. Baba Vanga's prophecy about the rise of the dragon is often interpreted as China's ascension to global dominance. Over the past few decades, China's rapid growth in technology, trade, and political influence has undeniably reshaped the global landscape. As the second-largest economy in the world, and a leader in areas like artificial intelligence and renewable energy, China exemplifies how a nation can leverage innovation and strategic planning to challenge established powers. China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, for instance, highlights its ambitions to extend its influence far beyond Asia. By investing in infrastructure projects across Africa, Europe, and the Middle East, China is fostering economic interdependence while creating a geopolitical network that rivals Western alliances. Could this be the dragon Baba Vanga envisioned, a force steadily weaving itself into the fabric of global relations? However, the prophecy may also point to something more abstract, such as the rise of artificial intelligence or a broader ideological shift. Just as the Industrial Revolution in the 19th century redefined economies, societies, and power structures, AI is poised to become a transformative force in the 21st century. Countries and corporations that master AI technology will likely lead in innovation, economic power, and even military strategy. For example, OpenAI and DeepMind have made strides in shaping how AI influences industries like healthcare, transportation, and defense. But with great power comes great responsibility. How nations regulate AI will determine whether it becomes a tool for progress or a source of conflict. The dragon could also symbolize a challenge to the status quo, not just from a nation or technology but from an ideological standpoint. Movements advocating for sustainable practices, equity, and reform are gaining momentum worldwide. Leaders like Xi Jinping, who represents the face of China's global strategy, or Elon Musk, who pushes the boundaries of technological progress, embody forces that shape our future. They challenge the world to adapt and rethink traditional systems. Historically, the rise of any dominant power has disrupted global equilibrium, as seen with the United States' emergence post-World War II or the British Empire during the 18th and 19th centuries. The dragon reminds us that shifts in power, whether tangible or conceptual, demand adaptability and innovation. The way we respond to these challenges, through collaboration, regulation, or competition, will define the trajectory of our shared future. Baba Vanga's prediction of breakthroughs in cancer and Alzheimer's treatment offers a hopeful contrast to the many challenges of the modern era. These diseases have profoundly impacted millions, robbing individuals of their vitality and families of shared memories. Advances in medicine and technology suggest that humanity may be on the brink of revolutionary progress. Cancer, often referred to as the emperor of all maladies, has long been a focus of intense medical research. Recent developments in gene editing, particularly with CRISPR, have provided tools to directly target and modify genetic mutations responsible for various cancers. Immunotherapy, which leverages the body's immune system to combat tumors, has already shown promise in treating aggressive cancers like melanoma and lung cancer. Imagine a scenario where a young father, once facing terminal cancer, becomes one of the first to receive a new, groundbreaking treatment. His recovery not only transforms his life but also inspires hope for millions of others. Similarly, Alzheimer's disease, a progressive condition that erodes memory and cognitive function, has remained one of the most heartbreaking challenges in medicine. Advances in AI-driven diagnostics have enabled earlier detection, while innovative treatments, such as monoclonal antibodies, aim to slow or even reverse its progression. By 2025, could we see a therapy that halts Alzheimer's entirely? Picture a grandmother, once fearing she'd forget her grandchildren's names, regaining clarity and years of meaningful connection through a revolutionary drug. This outcome would underscore the transformative potential of scientific achievement. Global leaders and visionaries, like Bill Gates, who has invested heavily in Alzheimer's research, exemplify the collaborative efforts driving these breakthroughs. Gates has emphasized the importance of global cooperation and funding to tackle diseases that affect not just individuals but entire families and societies. His commitment mirrors the broader sentiment that these diseases are universal challenges requiring united efforts. These medical advancements also highlight the ethical and social questions that accompany progress. How do we ensure equitable access to life-saving treatments? As science offers miracles, it also reminds us of the responsibility to make them accessible to all, regardless of socioeconomic status. Ultimately, these predicted breakthroughs symbolize humanity's resilience and ingenuity. They remind us that even amidst adversity, science has the power to rewrite narratives, offering hope where there was once despair. Baba Vanga's warning of severe environmental upheavals in 2025, including a mega tsunami in Asia, underscores the escalating impacts of climate change, a crisis already transforming the world. Rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and environmental degradation remind us that this is no longer a distant issue but an urgent reality. The question now is whether humanity can act decisively to mitigate the damage. Climate catastrophes such as hurricanes, floods, and wildfires have become more frequent and intense due to global warming. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami and the 2011 tsunami in Japan serve as stark reminders of nature's power. While these events were primarily tectonic, climate change exacerbates related phenomena, such as rising sea levels, which worsen the impact of tsunamis and coastal flooding. If a mega tsunami were to strike Asia in 2025, it could lead to unprecedented destruction, particularly in densely populated regions with vulnerable infrastructure. Deforestation and industrialization are major contributors to this crisis. Deforestation not only accelerates carbon emissions but also destabilizes ecosystems, making areas more prone to flooding. Industrial activities and fossil fuel consumption have driven global temperatures upward, melting polar ice caps and contributing to sea level rise. In this context, Vanga's prophecy feels less like a prediction and more like a reflection of current trends. Amid the dire warnings, there are also stories of hope and resilience. Visionaries like Elon Musk have championed clean energy solutions, such as solar power and electric vehicles, aiming to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. Greta Thunberg, a prominent environmental activist, has inspired millions to demand policy changes and accountability from world leaders. Their efforts remind us that individual actions, amplified through collective movements, can drive significant change. Communities affected by climate disasters also exemplify the power of human solidarity. After Typhoon Haiyan devastated the Philippines in 2013, international aid poured in, and local communities rebuilt stronger, integrating disaster-resilient designs. Such examples illustrate that even in the face of catastrophe, collective action can foster recovery and adaptation. The prophecy challenges us to reflect on our responsibilities toward the planet. Solutions lie in a combination of large-scale policy changes and individual efforts. Governments must invest in renewable energy, enforce stricter environmental regulations, and support vulnerable populations. At the same time, everyday actions, reducing waste, conserving energy, and advocating for sustainable practices, can collectively make a significant impact. The future of our planet depends on these efforts. While nature's power is immense, humanity's ability to adapt and innovate offers a path toward hope and resilience. The idea of alien contact has always captured the imagination, blending scientific inquiry with philosophical wonder. Baba Vanga's prediction about extraterrestrial life potentially aligns with our advancements in space exploration, such as the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, uncovering exoplanets with atmospheres that could harbor life. As humanity pushes further into the cosmos, the question remains, are we alone in the universe? Space agencies like NASA and private ventures led by figures like Elon Musk have accelerated our exploration of space. Musk's SpaceX aims to establish a human presence on Mars, while the JWST is helping scientists analyze distant galaxies and planetary systems for signs of habitability. These efforts bring us closer to a monumental breakthrough, identifying life beyond Earth. For instance, recent discoveries of water vapor in exoplanet atmospheres or organic molecules in Martian soil could be stepping stones toward answering this profound question. Yet, Vanga's prophecy might also serve as a metaphor for exploring the unknown in other realms, such as consciousness or uncharted areas of science. For example, advancements in artificial intelligence, like OpenAI's large language models, are redefining what it means to interact with intelligence, albeit human-created. This intersection of technology and exploration underscores humanity's insatiable curiosity to understand both the external universe and our internal world. Historical figures, such as Carl Sagan, who popularized the search for extraterrestrial life through the SETI program, and his book Cosmos, remind us of the importance of scientific curiosity. Sagan's famous quote, "We are made of star stuff," captures the shared origins of all matter in the universe, reinforcing the notion that exploring the cosmos is also a journey of self-discovery. The possibility of alien contact, whether literal or symbolic, challenges humanity to think beyond its limitations. It compels us to question not only our place in the universe but also how we might handle such an encounter. Would it unite humanity in shared wonder? Or would our divisions hinder progress? This philosophical layer emphasizes the importance of curiosity as a driver of progress and unity. Ultimately, Vanga's prophecy invites reflection on the unknown frontiers of existence. Whether through space exploration, advancements in science, or deeper philosophical inquiries, our pursuit of knowledge shapes the future. Alien contact, real or metaphorical, is a reminder that curiosity and exploration are not just strengths but necessities for humanity's growth. As we approach 2025, the question lingers, are Baba Vanga's predictions merely coincidental? Or do they hold a deeper truth that we have yet to fully understand? Her cryptic foresights challenge us to think about the future in a new light, reminding us that the unknown is never far away. While we may not have the answers, one thing is certain: the choices we make today will shape the world tomorrow. Whether we rise to meet the challenges she predicted or find a way to overcome them, our actions will define the legacy we leave behind. In the end, prophecy or not, we hold the power to change the future. The path we take, how we respond to the events unfolding around us, and the wisdom we carry forward will determine the course of history. What do you think? Can we change the future? Or are we destined to follow a set course? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your insights in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more thought-provoking discussions here at Peaceful Horizons.